Hey guys, what is going on? DeGrooch22 here, and today we are having our National League wild card prediction. So, we are 1-0 for the playoffs. I'm going to do this throughout the playoffs. Unfortunately 1-0, but the Yankees, they did great. Minnesota's pitching was not there. I don't know what was going on with Barrios besides leaving pitches in the middle of the plate for the Yankees to hit, and Aaron Judge took care of that like he has been doing all season long. And the Yankees played a great game. They did. I was so excited in the beginning when the Twins got 3 runs, but I knew that 3 runs was not going to win it. And it didn't, but I heard someone say that Byron Buxton tweeted that we're going to shock the world today. And I tell you what, you guys already did. 103 losses and then making the playoffs. Congratulations to the Twins on a great season. And I hope the Wahoo Maniacs of Cleveland can take care of the Yankees, although we will see. We will see. I haven't done my research on that yet, but I have done my research on tonight's game, the National League wild card game. And I'll even give you guys a couple of players to watch that I think will be key factors into this game because, I was thinking Brett Gardner was going to be a key factor in yesterday's game, and he was. He went, I know he had at least 2 hits with a home run. So I'll include those in here as well. But I think the Diamondbacks are going to win the game 5-3. I don't think it's going to be as offensive as people think it's going to be. I think people have this game like 8-7 and all that, but I don't think it's going to be offensive. We're talking 2 teams that are fairly new to the playoffs. A lot of nerves are going to be in effect, and they're also playing in Chase Field, not at Coors. So keep that in mind. But I think the score is going to be 5-3 Diamondbacks, a very competitive game. Zach Greinke on the mound for the Diamondbacks. He's been rolling all year, as he has been in September. And John Gray on the mound for the Rockies. Gray has had a phenomenal September. He's gone 4-1. Guess what the one loss has gone to? You might have guessed it. The Arizona Diamondbacks. He lost to the Diamondbacks in September. It is a division wildcard game, so both teams are very familiar with each other. This is going to be fantastic. Fantastic. The only thing that I did not look up is the head-to-head record this year, and I just realized that. Let's see if I can pull that up real quick. But while I'm pulling it up, I'm going to talk about my 2 players to look for, one for each team. And I'm going to start with Carlos Gonzalez for the Rockies. He's had a very disappointing year so far. And, I have him on my fantasy team. So I definitely know how disappointing he has been. But in September, he has actually been doing very, very well. He's had 5 home runs in the month of September. And he also hit .367 with a .478 slugging over the month of September. And that is perfect timing for a Waukee squad and a playoff veteran. He was on the '07 team that went to the World Series against my Red Sox. But we all know what happened in that series. The Rockies just completely wiped out everyone in the playoffs, and then the Red Sox had their I can't talk right now for some reason. And then the Red Sox just kept all the momentum and swept the Rockies. But let's see here, head-to-head records here. I'm trying to... Okay. And then I'm also going to look at David Peralta for the Diamondbacks. I know kind of two players you're not really looking for, but I'm trying to get players that no one is really looking at, but are going to have a really good game. Like, I could easily say Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. You know, yeah, they need to contribute for them to win. But I'm trying to find that one player under the radar, no one's really talking about, and they're going to contribute. Kind of like I did with Brett Gardner in my head yesterday. But David Peralta, leadoff hitter for the Diamondbacks. I mean, Goldschmidt and everyone else is going to need guys on base in order to contribute and help the team win. And I think David Peralta is a very, very important piece to the puzzle. So, yeah, I think Peralta is going to be a big, big piece in tonight's game for the Diamondbacks. And I mean, you know, he gets 3 hits, he gets on base. You know, he's going to come around and score once or twice with everyone else. So let's see here and see if I have the info that I need. It's kind of weird on here how this is here. I'm not. Let's see if we can't get another website here. I might need to put in 2017. Let's try this one. Okay. I got it. I'm going to have to calculate it in my head here. It looks to me that Arizona has the advantage. So they've played 19 games against each other. Arizona has won 9. No. Arizona has won 11. So the Diamondbacks are 11 and 8 against the Rockies. So it's a fairly close series. It really is. It's a fairly close series. Now, Arizona has won the last 2 in the series at home, and they won in convincing fashion, 8-2. and 7-0, and that was on September 13th and September 14th. Although the Rockies won the first two in close games, 5-4 and 4-2 on September 11 and September 12. So that one was a split. Arizona took the series before that 3 in Coors, and they took all 3 of those. And then Arizona was 2-1 at a series at home in July, beginning of July, end of June. So let's see here. Six of the 11 wins Arizona has on the Rockies are when they are at Coors Field. And 5 of the 8 Rocky wins are in Chase Field. So, looks like the away team has a little bit of an advantage here in the series. That is crazy. That is totally crazy. Like, wow. Wow. All right. So, I mean, fairly even all around the way you look at it. I mean, to me, Greinke right now is a better pitcher than Gray. But anything can happen in a one-game series. Anything can happen. The Rockies, I mean, on paper here, head-to-head, the Rockies seem to have the advantage slightly. But I'm still going to go with the Diamondbacks. 5-3 your score for this decisive game in order to move on to the playoffs. And let's see here. I'm just getting a... No, I don't want that. Come on. Work with me. Thank you. Well, either they're going to play the Dodgers. They're going to play the Dodgers. So, again, another division game for these guys. Wow. Wow. So, the American League is set. Stinkies at Indians. And then it looks like it's going to be the Red Sox at the Astros. Cubs at Nationals, and then the winner of the Rockies and Diamondbacks at the Dodgers. So, like I say, great game, but give the advantage to the Diamondbacks 5-3. I hope you've been enjoying the playoffs, even though it's been one game. I hope you guys are going to be watching the playoffs. If you are, go ahead and leave a comment. I love doing these, and I think I'm going to do a lot more of these with football. Let's see, probably not hockey, but definitely baseball and football. I will do these more if you want. And if you guys want to, I'll definitely condense it and make it so it's like a 5-minute video. I can do maybe fantasy, although I like to do fantasy questions that you have, rather than going on here and being like, yeah, you know, daily fantasy, just because I'm not that into daily fantasy. I don't see the value in it. But, I mean, if you have a question on like, hey, should I start Mariota or should I start Carr? against this team here, go ahead, leave a comment in there, and I will definitely get to you. But until then, guys, enjoy this wild card game. I think it's going to be a very great game, very competitive. Arizona, I'm not sure the last time the Diamondbacks won the playoffs, but Chase Field is going to be electric. I know Arizona fans definitely show up for their Diamondbacks, and since they're close to each other, I'm sure there's going to be a lot of Rocky fans too. And since I have been to Coors, they're definitely going to turn it up there as well. So Diamondbacks 5-3 is your predicted final, and your key players: Carlos Gonzalez for the Rockies and David Peralta for the Diamondbacks. I hope you guys enjoy the game, and I will see you guys later. And remember to hit the like button and the sub button, and stay Gucci. So long, everybody.